Oopsie, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time of day that you're watching this video. Welcome to Meenakshi Tarot. This is a general reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. I have been away for a little while, Aries, and I've started now again, and this is your first reading that I'm doing for you. I'm doing a general reading and I'm doing a 3-card layout, past, present, and future, and we're looking at your immediate past and your immediate future. The reason why I'm just doing a general reading is that we will see where this reading takes us to, as opposed to just being focused on any particular topic. I see here that with you, Aries, you're in a place where there's been some great initiative that has happened, where you could have been part of a project or started something where, you have been well received, your work has been admired, where you could have been, in a collective, some kind of project situation, something new that had started for you. Some of you could have started a new career, could have been a new love relationship, almost a second chance for many of you people. We have the Nine of Wands that came up first, we have the Judgment card, we have the Ace of Cups. So definitely something that has started up. Did you manage to see all of that, guys? Yeah. Okay. This is definitely something great that has started for many of you. And there's been a lot of thought and effort that has gone into that. We see that there has been, this has been like a wonderful new beginning. For many of you, there's must be a new idea that has become very successful. Some of you have seen in this recent past a lot of financial stability, some growth, some initiative, some money coming in for you. You've been really feeling quite good about that. And some of you can also see there's been some love messages coming through, some something to do with love or information that has helped you in a family situation, generational happiness we see happening here. We see that there has been a lot of communication back and forth with you, but some of you could have been feeling a little bit overwhelmed with all of this information that you've been receiving. You've been getting the second chance, almost like a rebirth, Aries, in certain situations in your life. And you've accumulated a lot of wisdom. You've accumulated a lot of life experience. And you must remember, Aries, the challenge that you always face with learning is that you can't afford to feel like the victim in the situation. You need to realize that you need to look at things from other people's point of view, not only your own point of view. And it's also not always necessary for you to be competitive with everybody else. Sometimes it's good to just be calm. It's good to just say, you know what, I don't have to do everything by myself. I can get help if I need to. There are helpful resources around me. And you need to be honest with yourself, Aries. When you are choosing to do something by yourself, you can't get upset when you feel that nobody else is helping you with it and you seem to be just doing all the hard work. You have a lot of collaboration, a lot of celebrations around you. You're in this really amazing, happy space. Just let go of holding on to everything and trying to control everything and trying to have everything your way, Aries. There's a lot of good fortune coming for you. Some of you are in almost like a new learning experience, It's as though you're burning the midnight oil, you're learning something new. Some of you could have started a new course of studying. Some of you could also have, maybe started a new job, something that you love, something that's actually brought you a lot of good fortune in the past, maybe a hobby that you're now turning into a creative platform to earn an income from, that could be some of you. But definitely a time of new beginnings, especially when we see you've got two aces in this reading, Aries. Two aces signify partnership, working with other people, working with one other person or somebody new. Okay. See, some of you could be waiting for some news from afar. Some new ideas coming your way. Definitely something new coming your way. You could be just waiting for this information, literally, dealing with things from a distance. Could have friends from far away. There could be some There's also a little bit of conflict here, Aries. You're having a little bit of conflict, people wanting to push you for decisions, people wanting you to be part of a collective, and you're not really wanting to be part of that. You realizing the power of, using your own gifts and talents and being more creative. But even though you have accumulated a lot, there's an opportunity for you to rest, to regroup, to think about where it is that you're going to with this information, what is it that you want to do. You are seeing yourself, working towards a goal, a financial objective. Some of you could be having people forcing you to make some financial decisions, which is not something that you really want to do. Okay, we've got the Tower card here, with this idea, this information that you're waiting for. I'm not reading reversals, Aries. I'm not reading any reversals. So we've got this Tower card, and now there's going to be some dramatic change. Some dramatic change coming your way. We've got Scorpio energy, we've got Sagittarius energy as well. Some of you could have this in your chart. You also got Virgo energy here. Could be in your chart, or you could have these people around you. So we're looking at some major changes happening. Something that could have really surprised you about yourself. Aries, your energy here as well. You having to take control of yourself. We see you not having to be so emotional about things, being more logical as you think about stuff. 9 of Wands twice. Page of Swords here. And you have 10 of Wands again. Definitely a message here. So you have got the 9 of Wands twice, and you've got the 10 of Wands twice. For me, okay, let's take a moment here. I see a lot that's happening. I see a lot of change that's happening, and a lot of balance that is required of you. Some of you could have been in a situation where there was a lot of ideas and information shared that could have caused some conflict, and could have also been maybe a breakdown in a relationship. And you're now thinking about whether you should give this relationship another chance, work things out. Now, you could have had this Tower situation where you've had to learn things about yourself. Some of you could have moved away from the situation, maybe decided you don't want to be a part of the situation anymore, and taken all this information, this knowledge that you've learned, and said, you know what, I don't need to do this, I don't need to go through this, I can have something better for myself, and gather myself up and just be on my own. Some of you really are having to deal with contracts or situations. Be mindful of not getting caught up in gossip and unnecessary chit-chatting with people that is going to be of no benefit to you. We see that those of you that are in a process of studying and learning, you need to focus on yourself. You need to focus on the fact that whatever new skill you're learning, whether it's an exam that you're taking that's going to better your future, whether it's a new job that you're learning that's going to better your future, or just a life skill, Aries, something that's going to enhance your life. You need to hold on to that and not feel so burdened by learning. Some of you seem to be very burdened by learning. Some of you seem to be very burdened by having to spend some time alone. You don't like that isolation. Some of you could be in a happy family situation, but you are preferring to be alone. You don't want to be part of things. You want to step back and look at the picture. You feel you need to get a bird's eye view and more information about what's happening around you. Some of you could have been in this loving situation where you've been wanting to express your love to your partner, and you know what, you've been through so much, and it's making you wonder, is this it? Is the worst behind me? Some of you struggling with the love situation. Some of you not finding that peace and happiness in the love situation that you want. It's always like there's something that has happened. It's almost like before this reading, before this past situation, there's something that has happened before this past situation that has affected you, that has you looking backwards. There's something that you have not been able to leave behind, but we also see that you, Aries, want to move forward. But there is this anchoring almost to the past, an attachment that you are having to a past situation or to a past person that you can't seem to let go of. You know, you have gained a lot and there's a lot of wisdom in the past, but you need to move forward and you need to take everything, you know, one step at a time. Take it in your stride. Take everything in your stride, Aries, and you can do this, you know, one step at a time. There's no need to rush. And with all this information that you've learned and this situations that you've gone through and this identity, some of you could have had an identity crisis of such. Some of you, you know, redefining your roles and, you know, just thinking about who you are and what it is that you want out of life. So you need to think about all of this, Aries, and say to yourself, you know, I can make this happen. I can have this newness that I so desire. It's just about hard work and balance. So Aries, you know, as you're going through this next period, you know, don't become your own worst enemy. Learn from your situations and create balance for yourself. So Aries, I hope you've liked this reading. If any part of this reading has resonated with you, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel so that you can receive notifications when I post my readings. So enjoy the rest of your day or your evening, and I'll see you guys when I post again. Take care and goodbye.